I suck at intros, dude. I really do. So I'm gonna keep it short because the more I think about doing this fucking intro, I'm not gonna be able to work on the car and doesn't delay it, even though it's easy. But I just know myself. So, welcome back, motherfuckers. All right, done with the bullshit. But yeah, man. I mean, it's been a minute. If you've been following Instagram, you know what's been going on behind the scenes on why it took me so long to make another video. But yeah. So I used to keep it short. Bought a new house, had to move out. That was a whole hassle. And then after that, before I was gonna do anything with the car, that hoe broke on me. If you seen, I think it happened last week. It was on Thursday, the day after, before Halloween. The upper controller snapped. Well, the Heim joint did. It was weird because when I was driving, leaving work at around 8:30, I was cruising like normal, no speeding, no nothing, uptown Dallas. And all I hear, or what I felt, was just, boom, car just snaps on me. I was like, what the fuck was that? And then the car just felt like started driving like shit. I fucking stopped. I thought it was like, I think something up front snapped because that's how it felt. But then when I saw the rear, I saw the fucking tire hitting the quarter. I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, when my controller got loose or it snapped. And that's when I saw the upper Heim joint. I think it was at the very top. It's fucking just snapped off the nut. I don't know how that happened, or I don't know what the reason is, but I'm just glad that it wasn't nothing too serious, nothing crazy. It was just something simple as a Heim joint. So I just contacted, what's the company called? P2M. I asked them if they sell the Heim joint separately, and they told me they did. And I ordered it because it's my daily, bro. That's all I drive right now. Besides my mom's car that I use for work, but I barely even use that. I take rides. Yeah, man, it got here this Thursday, and then I was gonna do it yesterday, which was Friday, but I was tired from work, so I was like, fuck, I was gonna do it today. I was supposed to do it in the morning, but I was tired, so at least I'm doing it now, and it's, what time is it? 12:33. I was up at 8 a.m. I could have been done, but oh well. But let me go show you the car and how it looks. So yeah. So, he's 86, you can tell. Front bumper's fucking off. Had to take it off so I could get on the tow it home. And then if I give you the angle over here, you can clearly tell that fucking wheel is all the way in the fucking quarter. Well, it shouldn't be like that. That's too much. Because on the other side, just slight camber, not that crazy. Not gonna lie to y'all, this one was a bitch to fucking get some wood on there and jack it up. Even with the bumper off, trying to jack it up for my, I forgot what it's called, jack point or whatever. Not jack point, whatever it is. I forgot what it's called, bro. But the fucking jack would not fit under here, so I had to fucking improvise and destroy my fender liner and try to put the jack under the control arm, jack it up fast enough so I could just put the wood there, and then put it over there, and then jack it up over there, and put wood. Try to see if I can get y'all the look in there, but I don't think y'all can see it. But yeah, man, you can definitely tell caster's way off. I mean, y'all can't tell, but the fucking controller hydrant is completely short in there. I'll show y'all once we get the wheel off, but I'm gonna get this whole jacked up, take the wheel off, and get that done.
I can't tell this shit.
Now there's the car jacked up without taking out the wheel, you can clearly tell that house cooked. Look at the movement it does. Yeah, buddy, that's not what it's supposed to do. But yeah, man, I'm gonna get this fucking wheel off and get that Heim joint off. Now that I got the wheel taken off, you can clearly see What is wrong? That's supposed to be 2 pieces together. But this bitch is gone from here. Bitch snapped off. I don't see any crazy damage in here besides just that too, and then where the tire hit when it popped off right here in the liner. Yeah, I think that's it. Nothing crazy. I can all fix this at work. Nothing too screaming at me saying it's too cooked. But yeah, just regular damage on the quarter. We can fix that at work. All of this bullshit. Nothing too crazy. Just glad it was just a fucking control arm that snapped. That basically is I have to take this out from this knuckle of the rear, and then get this whole ass rest of the joint off and put the new one in. And just to give you guys a look of what it's supposed to look like, is this one whole piece. I have no idea how it just snapped up right off that locking nut like this one, but it did. I'm just glad it didn't slap inside of the whole arm, because that would have been a bitch. And I had to buy a whole new pair and then yada yada yada. Didn't want to do all that. Just glad it just needs to be this. So all you gotta do is just take off the nut on top of here, pop that shit out, take the rest of the threads in there, and pop this one in. So let's get that shit done, because it's hot as fuck outside. I hope I get this done quick, because even after this, I have to align the car, and I'm not gonna drive all the way to Grand Prairie to take this car to alignment. So I'm gonna do what I always do, is eyeball this shit, and usually I always get it right. So yeah, man, let's get to it. So, little update for you guys. Been on this one for like an hour, trying to fucking loosen that last locking nut, so that way I could just use the, I forgot what's called, the adjusting nut for the control arm, so the whole fucking rod would spin out, right? But using these fucking crest wrenches, they wouldn't fucking, I don't know, fucking loosen it up, probably because I don't have that much space. And I was like, damn, how the hell am I gonna take this bitch off? Smart me. Since that hole is fucking snapped off, I could put a socket in there and twist it. So that's what I did. And then the socket I needed was a goddamn 32. The one that you use for your fucking axle. That's one I used. Yeah, man, it fucking fit. It fitted, and then I finally got it fucking loose. Finally spins. Had to spray some WD-40 in that motherfucker so I can loosen up. Since now that is loose, now all I gotta do is just turn that fucking last turnbuckle right here. I don't know if you can see. But yeah. You gotta take that one off, and this whole should just spin out of there, hopefully, because I'm already getting cooked by that motherfucker over there. I'm cooked. So, turns out this is a whole different piece. Like, from this nut and this is one, and this is just a locking up for this thing, and then the high joint portion is actually inside of this hoe. So now is grab some like a plier or something, and then like rip it here and just spin it, because I can spin it with my hand a little bit, or could have, I don't know. Well, barely. You can see the little play it has, but it's just not enough with just my fucking fingers. So I'm gonna fucking grab some pliers or some shit to grab onto them and just throw that shit out so I can throw the new one in here, because well, you can see through here as well. It's inside. So yeah, so I was gonna fucking do that and I guess, just put this whole back in. And, well, this is what goes into control arm, but just screw the hoe in, screw the hydrant in, and boom, control arm fixed, baby. Grab this hoe and twist that fucking other thread off. Oh fuck, that was so much fucking. Just the way I told you, just grab it. Grab this motherfucker and twist that motherfucker. And that's not twisting it. It's loosening. Started with more threads than. Wait, now I got more threads than I started with. Making this shit way easier. Oh man, thank God this shit's so easy. It wasn't nothing too fucking crazy. I'm gonna crash the fuck out to do this. Damn. Damn. Almost out, but not close enough. There we go. Now doing it by hand. Fuck, why is it taking forever? And there we go. I'm down out. It's so dirty and shit, bro. Gonna sand it down so it doesn't run down anymore, but shit, I got the hind joint out at least. Just to give you a reference once again, new hind joint and the old one with the fucking piece that snapped off. Oh shit! Almost hit my fucking phone. But yeah, see the difference? Let me see if I can do this in one shot. Well, besides the locking nut, surprisingly, it looked like it was fine, but the threads were kind of fucked on the main ones. Well, the top part where it actually snapped, so I was like, thank God you actually sent one with it. So I don't have to worry about that, but you can tell the difference. Fucking cracky boy over here compared to the new one. Nice. Shitty. So now that's out the way. I'm just gonna clean this up, clean the threads. I hope I have some anti-seize here. That will actually help me a lot with these fucking upper control arms, because for some reason I mostly have a lot of issues on the passenger side of adjusting any type of suspension. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start with the upper control arms. I'm just gonna fix the little gimmicks it has from past times I try to adjust them, clean up all this gunk, clean up the inside of it as well, and get back to reassembling this bitch. After another 30 fucking minutes, got this bitch clean best as I could. Fix a little bit of the thread edges, a little bit, filed that down. Didn't make it too much, but yeah, so this was ready to go in. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put this in right here, don't have S, well, all at once, or I put this whole back into the car, well, the upper control arm, and then thread this in after. But that wouldn't make sense because I thought it used to be harder. So yeah, so I'm just gonna put this all in here, adjust it as best as I can to match the other side. I'm pretty sure I might get it just a little bit off, but I'm probably gonna get as close as I possibly can. I'm just trying to match it from the oil markings from in here, because since I cleaned it from the outside, I'm not gonna remember how far this portion of the fucking joint was in the control arm, and then this part I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna follow the front of the threads from the inside on the marking, because I didn't clean the inside. So yeah, so let me get to that, and then once I get this all tied up or measured to what I last took, that'll make sense. But I'm just saying I'm gonna put this together and then put it into the car so we can put it in the car. That still doesn't make sense. But if you get what I meant, then you know what I meant. I ain't Dr. Pepper, but it'll do the job. I can see that this hole don't got nothing in there. But basically, now, this right here, this portion drills into here, and then this part goes back into there. If I just know, oh, easy. Basically, this in here, adjust it, put the camber, and then tighten everything up, and it should be good to go. So glad I'm almost done. I honestly took in so many breaks only because it is really hot today. And then literally after today, it's gonna be fucking cold tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday, I think. I'm not complaining, but I'd rather take that than this fucking heat, because working in your car in the heat, you know, bruh, this shit drives you crazy. But let's get this finished, because I am wanting to drive my car again. I'm tired of fucking not driving this bitch. I miss it, bro. I miss it. All right.
I'm in the hood in my coffee. You don't eat 79 Camaro with the T-top here.
Go. Almost there. We're in. Upper control arm is in. Just get the hose secure so that joint doesn't come out. Yes, sir. No more droopy suspension. That hoe is good. Whoa, not everything's fully locked down yet. I still need to tighten the locking nut on top, one on the sides, and adjust the camber. But no more moving. Doesn't look like the caster's off. Looks pretty right in the middle. So that's a good sign. No other arm was fucked up. So now I'm just gonna finish up tightening up everything else, put the wheel back on, and see how the fitment is. Alright, now the wheel's back on. No more fugly ass fitment, but for what I can tell, that camber's spot on. Like, I haven't even adjusted or anything, that's just regular, but I know I'm gonna have to camber it just a tiny bit. I think the toe's off, use a tiny bit as well. Well, it doesn't look like it, but man, I think it looks good. I'm just gonna probably drop it down or put the jack under it. See how it sits when it's fully loaded, and just adjust it from there. I don't feel like recording and doing all that, of me just raising the car, dropping it, keep on adjusting the control arm, the toe arms and all that. But if you guys want to see that, just let me know in the comments. I'll probably do just a separate video just on how to do that for the 86 or just any car basically, if I know the knowledge. If not, then we'll see. But jack it up, see how the wheel sits inside the quarter, do any fucking fitment adjustments, and get it done, because I'm ready to ride this thing again. Gotta look sketch, but trust. Car stays right there. Slowly. Make sure wood is in place. Clearance. Beast, king of the eyeball alignments. Fuck yeah, dude. Just how it was. I really, honestly, didn't have to mess with the toe. Didn't really have to mess with the camber either. I said it like perfect to the T, bro. Yeah, boy. Man, the amount of times I've worked on this car, I just know the insides and outs, man. I just know how much it needs, how much it doesn't need. Bro, my eyes are just super tight on this fucking type of fitment every time I do it. But damn, bro. So glad I could get this car back on the fucking ground. Oh, yeah. Back how it used to be. Damn, I was driving this car, fam. Look at that. Let me see if I can get a good angle. Nice, and a little bit of tuck, just how it is on the other side. Hey, yeah, man, it's been a minute. Been wanting to make some videos, so I was like, you know, fuck it. Let's fix up the 86, make some content out of it or whatever. See the new crib, different area. Bought that hoe this year. Big concert for me and my brother that we did together. Man, big moves. Finally glad I could drive my car again. Just gonna double check everything, make sure everything's tied in. Let's see what else. Put my bumper back on. Yeah, I can see that hole's gone. Probably gonna fix the strobes I have in the front. Been thinking about switching them over. And then take this bitch to get a wash. It needs it. It's been sitting for like almost a week, and yeah, over a week. It's been sitting, bro, and just completely dirty. I think I was rushing this because I have a shoot tomorrow with a homie that hit me up. I think it's a video. I'm not sure, but I was like, fuck it, bro. I'm gonna get it done. So yeah, man. If you stay this long, I appreciate it. I appreciate all the love I've been getting from all of y'all that has been hitting me up on Instagram. I'll tag it in my description if you want to follow up with me. Subscribe if you want to keep on seeing these type of videos. And I'll see you on the next one, people.